Hi everyone, it's Kristi. Welcome to another grocery haul video. This week I have a huge Sam's Club haul for you. I actually had planned on going to Aldi this week for a few things, but then we had a lot of things we needed to get, like bath tissue, paper towels, things like that we usually get at Sam's Club. So I decided to just go ahead and get everything all at one place so I didn't have to go to two different places. As always, I will be trying to share the Weight Watcher points, calories, and sometimes protein as I go along. This week though, I did not write the points down. I just kind of scanned it and I think I have it by memory. But as I always say, don't rely on those of us who share points and calories with you. You should always scan everything yourself because brands can be different, things like that. So just always take the points and calories that we share as a guide. And of course, fruits and vegetables on Weight Watchers are 0 unless you're on the diabetic plan, then you do have to count your fruit. As far as calories, it really just depends on how much you have. So I'll start down here with fruits and vegetables. For my fruits, I got some blueberries. Y'all know I absolutely love kiwi. And no, for those of you who keep telling me to try the gold kiwis, I have not tried those yet, but I definitely need to. I keep forgetting about it every time I get them. But I love this. All these kiwis I think come with like 4 or 5 in a package, and there's quite a few in here. If I don't go through all these before they start going bad, I'll just chop them up and put them in a bag in my freezer and I'll use them in smoothies. Same with the blueberries. Any of the fruit that I get in bulk, if I don't eat it quick enough during the week, then I just put it in my freezer for smoothies. They also had grapes. I think in my last meal prep, I put grapes in with my lunch and we absolutely love that. So got another thing of grapes. And back there they had the Cosmic Crisp apples. So usually I get those from Aldi. That's the brand I get from Aldi. So they had a big bag of those. So I picked those up. And then for my vegetables, I got some bell peppers. They also had these tomato on the vines. These look really good. So I got those. I got a big thing of carrots. These are the petite carrots. I like to have these kind for snacking, and then regular carrots I like to have for cooking, which I have some regular carrots in my fridge that I picked up from the farmer's market the other day. I also got a 2-pack of iceberg lettuce. I've been having I think they're called chopped salad kits. I've been getting them from Publix, and those are really good. We like to have iceberg lettuce more like on sandwiches or subs, which I'll show you in a minute. We're gonna be making homemade subs this week. But the chopped salad kits from Publix, I have really been enjoying those. I also got some Brussels sprouts. These are really big Brussels sprouts. So usually when I get the Brussels sprouts from Aldi, it's the frozen kind that you put in the microwave, and those I prefer the real small ones. But for these ones, I just cut them into like quarters, put them on a baking sheet with a little bit of olive oil, and then I just roast these in the oven, and they're so good. I got a big thing of baby bella mushrooms. Also some English cucumber. I went ahead and got a 3-pack. Usually I go through probably 1 English cucumber a week, like in my salads. I chop it up and put it in salads. But with the hot weather here, we're in Florida, so it has been pretty close to 100 degrees lately. So usually what we start doing when the weather gets hot, then at dinner time, we'll usually cut some of these up and have it for our vegetable with our dinner. And we'll either put them in like the Olive Garden light Italian dressing or just a little bit of vinegar and pepper. Really good. I got a 10-pound bag of russet potatoes. We don't usually go through this many potatoes, so usually I'll just get a 5-pound bag, but we are going to be having company. My dad is going to be coming up from New York. He kind of lives here in Florida part-time and then in New York part-time, so he's coming. So we're gonna have a get-together, so I'm sure I'll be using these. But I love to use these so many different ways. I use them in the air fryer, like kind of make homemade fries. We make our taco potatoes with it. You just bake a potato and put kind of like taco meat and all your toppings on it. So lots of different things that we will do with those. I'll cut them up into hash browns for breakfast, whatever. So these on Weight Watchers are 3 points for 5.3 ounce, I think 3 points, and 110 calories. And then I got some sandwich meat this week. We are going to probably be doing homemade subs one night. So I went ahead and got some roast beef and some oven roast turkey. Normally oven roast turkey is 0 on Weight Watchers, but this kind did scan out at 1 point. So it's 1 point for 4 slices. And then the roast beef is 2 points for 4 slices. And then for calories and protein, for 3 slices is 70 calories and 12 grams of protein for the roast beef. And for the turkey breast, for 3 slices is 60 calories and 12 grams of protein. So I'm going to stick this in here because I am putting everything away and I honestly don't even remember talking about the liquid egg whites or the eggs. Let me tell you, it was so hot in that garage. We have a little mini air conditioner, but it wasn't doing anything. So I was kind of trying to go quick. So I normally get the pasture raised eggs from Aldi, but I saw Sam's Club had these. So I went ahead and got these. 0 points on Weight Watchers, 70 calories and 6 grams of protein. And then they had these liquid egg whites. So it has 6 16-ounce cartons. So I think the cartons that I usually get are 32 ounce. And I go through one fairly quickly. What I usually do is I will mix the liquid egg whites in with 1 egg. So typically for breakfast, I'll have 1 egg. And then on the egg whites, for 3 tablespoons is 20 calories and 5 grams of protein. So I'll usually have like 9 tablespoons and then 1 egg. So it ends up being about 21 grams of protein. And then I'll pair it usually with something else. I like to have about 30 grams of protein with my breakfast. So like I said, both of these are 0 points on Weight Watchers, 70 calories and 6 grams per egg. And then this one is 20 calories for 3 tablespoons and 5 grams of protein. All right, I opened the box so you can see. So it has 6 of this size. So the ones that I usually get are double this size. These are 16 ounce, and then I usually get the 32 ounce. I usually go through, I would say, maybe one of those big ones every 1 week, 1.5 weeks. So these are good until the end of July, and it's the middle of May right now. So I will probably go through these maybe in about a month, so they will definitely not expire before I use them. And then I got some non-fat Greek yogurt. So this kind I use for my smoothie. I use non-fat Greek yogurt for when I make 2-ingredient dough as well, like for our pizzas or strombolis, but I prefer the Fage kind for the pizza. But for my smoothies, this kind's perfect. 0 points on Weight Watchers, 100 calories for 3/4 of a cup and 18 grams of protein. Back there, I got some Hellmann's real mayonnaise. My husband actually prefers that kind. My husband is pretty much back to full fat on things, and he just more or less does like intuitive eating. He lost 70 pounds on Weight Watchers back when we joined in 2019, and he has kept it off the whole time. So that is, I think it's 3 points for a tablespoon of the Hellmann's, and then it's 100 calories. And then we got some Sweet Baby Ray's. So for a while there, I was doing the 0 sugar Sweet Baby Ray's, but I just found for the little amount that I use, like when we have barbecue chicken or something, I just take this kind. I prefer the flavor of it better anyway, and it's all about balance. So usually I'll combine it with 0 point chicken breast, and then for my points, I use the barbecue sauce. So this kind is 5 points for 2 tablespoons and 70 calories. And then our favorite kind of spaghetti sauce is Prego. Half a cup is 2 points of this, and for calories for half a cup it is 70 calories. And then I got a 2-pack of 93% lean ground turkey. That's 4 points for 4 ounces, and for calories 170 calories and 22 grams of protein for 4 ounces. Also got some ground chicken. That is also 4 points for 4 ounces. And for calories on this one is 160 calories and 22 grams of protein. I got some boneless, skinless chicken breast. That's 0 points on Weight Watchers and 130 calories for 4 ounces and 25 grams of protein. And then some boneless pork chops. These, I believe, come out to 3 points for 4 ounces. It's either 3 or 4. I think it just depends on the brand. And for calories, these don't have calories marked on them. So I think probably I'd have to pull it up in the app and see what it shows for calories. So I'll pop it on the screen after. I also got some 93% ground beef. This is not the extra lean. The extra lean is the 96%. This is the 93%. This kind is 4 points for 4 ounces. And then it's 170 calories and 23 grams of protein. Now what I'll do with all these meats is, if my vacuum sealer works, I'm gonna need to buy a new one soon because the last time I used it, it wasn't working well. But I'll just portion these out, like the chicken, I'll put those into like 1 pound packages. A couple of them I'll chop some of it up so that I have like cubed chicken in my freezer, and then I'll put a couple together. So we'll have it, you know, to pull out for each individual dinner. The pork chops I'll probably leave the way they are because we'll probably have those for leftovers. And then the ground chicken, the ground turkey, I'll put those into 1 pound packages. And then for the ground beef, those are already in 1 pound packages. I also got some light string cheese. For this kind on Weight Watchers is 2 points for 1 string cheese, 3 points for 2, and 50 calories for 1, and 6 grams of protein. And then I got my husband's Munster cheese. This is 3 points per slice, 80 calories, and 5 grams of protein. And then our carb counter tortilla wraps. I like these to have for like our wraps, or if I make like quesadillas or something, I'll use these. These are only 1 point on Weight Watchers, 60 calories and 4 grams of protein. But these have 13 grams of carbs, but they have 12 grams of fiber in it. So it's only 1 net carb for those of you watching your carbs. And my husband loves this artisanal bread. I don't even remember how many points this is. I think it's 3 points for 1 slice of this kind, and 110 calories, 3 grams of protein. So he usually uses that, and then I will use these. And then, like I said, we're gonna do homemade subs this week, so I just got these French bread. For these, it was 4 points, I believe, for an eighth of the loaf. If I'm off on the points, I'll pop it up on the screen. And then for an eighth of a loaf is 140 calories, 5 grams of protein. And then the rest, I don't have any points to give. I got some Maxwell House coffee. We also needed some fabric softener. Also a great big thing of garbage bags. We needed a thing of paper plates. And if you have a Sam's Club and you use the Kingsford Matchlight, I got 2 16-pound bags of this for 19 something. So usually I want to say we pay like $14 for 1 12-pound bag. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. But they had these. They're actually $3.50 off right now. I think the regular price was like $24, but they were like $19.90 or something like that for 32 pounds of that. So that was a really good deal. So we should be good for a little bit on charcoal. And then I got a thing of water, a thing of Diet Coke, a huge thing of paper towels, and a huge thing of bath tissue. So I wanted to show you the meat after I've packaged it. So I just used my vacuum sealer, which worked. I thought it was about ready to kick the bucket, but I got it to work. So what I've done, I ended up putting the ground turkey in 1.25 pound packages. And then I've got the ground chicken in 1 pound packages. The boneless pork chops I put in 3 different packages, and I just weighed them out and wrote what each one. So this one has 7 ounces in each one. That one has a 9 ounce and a 5 ounce. That one has both our 8 ounces. And then for the chicken breast, I did 2 cubed chicken, so I just chopped it up. Usually what I do, because the chicken breasts are so thick, I usually slice them in half. And then the nice top part I use for chicken breast, like cutlets, and then the bottom part I just put into cube chicken. So I ended up with 2 1 pound packages of the cube chicken. In here I have 2 5 ounce breasts. This one is 5.5 ounce, 6 ounce, 6 ounce, and 8 ounces. So now I'll just put these all in my freezer. I like to do the ground meat this way because of the fact that I can just pile them up, and it just fits real nice in my freezer. So I just pile them up like that, and it takes so much less space in my freezer. Now it does take a little bit of time for this, but it's so worth it. Everything's already portioned out. I can just pull it out of my freezer when I'm gonna have it. The total we spent this week was $350, but we usually only go to Sam's Club probably, I'd say maybe once every 4 months. So most of this will last a while. So I hope you enjoyed this one. As always, I appreciate the thumbs up on my videos as well as the comments. Thank y'all so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one.